Hey again YouTube, Nutjob with Machete back with a very interesting look because the fiance decided I should do this. So we're doing a quick little talk about Paracord. And I don't mind looking silly like this because these little chats rarely have good viewership, so I'm fine with that. Paracord bracelets, belts, gunslings, all that stuff. Should you have them? If you want. It's the simplest answer. I have since starting this video been told I am not allowed to purchase any more Paracord bracelets because I now have too many. But you'll see why she thinks that in a second. You can start off your Paracord bracelet collection if you do want to get one with like really simple ones. You can go with, for instance, this is just a Rothko simple little one, really thin, you know, not super huge or anything like that, but it does work, and it gives you about 7 feet of paracord on your wrist, which is really the point of having a paracord bracelet, is to have that stuff not only just as, you know, an emergency, in which case you can always get bigger bracelets, and like Chris Thorne from Drop Forge Survival shows you every once in a while, he'll have paracord bracelets that are rather thick, where they're used for like his watch band or whatever, and they are they include full survival packs on the inside. Me, I don't usually think I need those because I have them pretty much everywhere. If I'm using a hollow handle knife like the Bowie Bushman, I've already got like fishing line, emergency kit, wire, all of that stuff in here on top of having the knife. Or if I'm using the Condor Crocodilian or something with a hollow handle, not only that, but most of my kits contain something along those lines. Now you can go kind of one step beyond having just a regular simple paracord bracelet, and you can get something like what I bought for, originally it was for myself, but now it's Nikki's, which has a very simple fisheye compass on it, which is actually pretty helpful in most situations. Sorry, I have the cat trying to eat the paracord bracelets, so if you wanted to step it up from there, you could actually go to something that has a little bit of signaling on it. This is just a regular 8 feet of paracord that they've doubled up, that's why it's a wide band, simple buckle, and then on top of all that you've got a whistle. So yeah, I'm giggling inside because she was asleep a few minutes ago, now she's awake and I can do the whistle noise. She hates me right now. So does the cat, who's right there. But yeah, you can just upgrade to, you know, having a simple whistle, or you can go even further from that and get what I have here. Now, most of these, I've either bought the bracelets as a whole and either replaced the paracord or just using the paracord. But you can just order like the buckles, like I did with this one. Same thing as the other one. It's got a whistle, you know, fairly loud. Actually louder than the other one. That impressed me. But it's also got a compass built in. Now, sometimes you'll find that the compasses that come with these are complete and utter garbage, in which case you can always just buy yourself a regular one and glue a, you know, your own little fisheye compass on there. But every once in a while you get ones like this that are actually pretty decent. I think I picked this one up off from Gear Best. It took like 95 days to get to me, so I got it for free. But it would have cost me like 97 cents. But it comes with sharp edge right here, which will cut eventually through small limbs and stuff like that, but it's really just for scraping the ferro rod that is included in many of these survival buckles. And it does work. You can also go slightly more fancy schmancy and get stuff that, for instance, has like a flashlight on it. Now this one, the flashlight has actually stopped working, and you might notice that some of the ones that you purchase that have a flashlight, especially if they're on top, the battery is not replaceable, so just be aware of that. But you can get ones that have full, almost like kits for you. For instance, this one, on top with the whistle, which I don't feel like blowing anymore because now I have a headache, this little pin, and that's for pulling SIM cards and memory cards from like your cell phone or your camera. And you also get, of course, the ferro rod in the middle. And this one also comes with kind of a weird little set of tools. Now, they're stuck inside on the top and on the bottom. And the first set has a little mini saw on here, little mini wrenches, which is right there, a couple of tools for on your bike, a scraping surface for using on the ferro rod, as well as a couple of little cutting surfaces. Now, on top of that, it also has, it's kind of a weird combination of almost urban survival and survival, because it has admittedly a really crappy Phillips screwdriver on this one, a flathead screwdriver, this little blade cover to cover up a blade, like an actual knife blade, which normally you don't get with bracelets. It's not the greatest blade, but it's, I don't think, really designed for self-defense or anything like that. And a little bike sprocket wrench. Like I said, kind of an odd combination, and sometimes when you pick up these, where'd it go? These little bracelets, you don't really get to pick and choose what's coming with. So, you know, pick and choose your bracelets in advance instead. But again, you know, you get like, I think this one is 12 feet of paracord, which is always kind of handy. If you're crazy like me, you might have seen the Paracord, which is basically a self-defense paracord bracelet, which I thought was kind of a cool idea, and I found this version, which is from GearBest again. A few of these, about half of these are from GearBest, or parts of them are from GearBest, other parts are from elsewhere. This one has, obviously, the compass, the whistle, also has a little mini, really mini, ferro rod. And on top of that, this one is kind of a Paracord knockoff. I actually think I like this one better than the Paracord because it comes with the rest of that, as well as the little cutting claw, which isn't too bad actually. It's not super sharp or anything like that, but you know, it'll do in a pinch. You can get it off your wrist. It basically sits on your right side only if you want the blade facing forward, or left side with blade facing backwards. So you can either get it off with your right hand blade backwards or get it off with your left hand blade forwards. But it actually works in a pinch, and then what they've done on the back of the blade is put in a scraping surface for that little ferro rod. So, I mean, you can get hundreds of variations just on the buckles themselves. And then, you know, if you wanted to get little kits like the one I bought for Nikki, you can actually get the Paracord, and of course this comes with the little buckles and the 101 Paracord uses to make your own gunslings, Paracord bracelets, belts. I want a belt. Make me a belt. Anything like that. Or you can replace them with this, which is what I've done on here. And this is Parrot Tinder. Chris, if you're watching this one, I know this is one of your favorite EDC tinders, because it has on the interior, besides the 550 paracord, so those strands with the outside sheath, it has a little, essentially a wick inside that, and it's really easy to get a spark going, and it's really easy to light a fire with them. And of course it's high visibility, so if you wanted to make your bracelets out of it, or your belt buckles, whatever, it gives you that option. So I mean, you really have to just pick and choose what you want for your given situation. Do you want something that will give you, for instance, like this is kind of a all-in-one, it's a backup to a backup to a backup, but it's an all-in-one mini survival kit. You have signaling with the whistle, you have navigation with the compass, you have the ability to start a fire, make tinder, simple stuff like that, as well as, you know, the paracord to help you with shelter or stitching up a wound or lashing something down, anything like that. So it's really up to you guys as to what you want to do. This is just kind of showing you a few different options. Since I'm no longer allowed to purchase anymore, you know, these are the options that I have available to me. So yeah, well, that's about it. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like videos like this, please feel free to click like, feel free to subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and as always, feel free to share this video as much as you want. They should share it, shouldn't they, Cleo? Oh, she didn't meow. Anyways, until next time, guys, I'm Nutjob with the Machete. Stay sharp.